Week 7 starts tonight between the Saints and the Broncos, but the big headline this week was the Jets adding Davante Adams. Adams arrived early Tuesday morning and has been getting up to speed. Here he is at practice yesterday. He's reportedly staying with Rodgers to really dive into the playbook as he is expected to play Sunday night against the Steelers.
It's a weird thing to say, that I'm happy, but, obviously it was time for a change, and, this whole thing kind of transpired a little weird, but it's at the end of the day, we in a better place. I think that Raiders are in a better place as well, and everybody can kind of move on.
He sat next to me in the team meeting today, and I turned to him and just said, "Man, how crazy is this?" Something that when we get together in the off seasons, we joke about, but it never seemed like a possibility or going to happen. So it's good to be with him.
The reality of the situation here is if the Jets lose on Sunday, they're at the bottom of the division.
Yeah.
Life comes at you fast, okay? It's a pivotal game on a short week in prime time for the Jets. And so simple question here. Is it Super Bowl or bust for the New York Jets?
I believe it is. And I look at this team because you look at how they've gotten here and the losses they had so far this season, but the moves that have been made. Last week, they fired their head coach. You fire your head coach during the season, that is a move of desperation and belief that you have a team that can actually go and compete. You can now bring in Davante Adams, Rodgers' favorite receiver who he's been trying to get all offseason. You now have him here. You also have a team, when you look at free agents, they have two offensive linemen in Morgan Moses and Tyron Smith that are going to be free agents next year. You need those guys to protect Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers next year is going to be 41 when the season starts. Who knows if he's coming back? Davante Adams carries a $38 million cap number. This team, they're trying to win it all right now. If they don't, they have no idea what the 2025 season will bring. Is Rodgers going to be the quarterback? Do they release Davante Adams and move on? There are so many different factors that goes in. They went all in on this season to win it right now. It is Super Bowl or bust for the New York Jets.
You know what? I just want to say, I want to take a moment as an aside to say I'm very proud of you. Very proud of the job that you've been doing here on the show and for the network. I really, really appreciate it. That doesn't make you right.
Oh, there you go.
That's what he does.
And you're not right. And you're just not right. You're just not right on this particular instance. For one reason and one reason only.
What's up?
Anybody who runs into and ultimately loses to Patrick Mahomes has a pass.
Dude, I can't believe you. I cannot believe I just heard you say that.
You just said it. Except for actually, I would debate Lamar Jackson. I would debate Lamar Jackson because
there's another name that you like to.
He's a bad man, but he's 40. The point that I'm trying to make to you is this. And by the way, good look. Keep the look. The goatee is working.
He's handing out compliments today.
This is what he's trying to buddy up.
I'm just being factual. I'm just being factual. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. When you look at Patrick Mahomes, we continuously marvel at his greatness. Now, the difference between football compared to something like boxing or golf or tennis or whatever, you're on your own.
Yes.
You're on your own. So you're going up against the dude. Well, Aaron Rodgers ain't going to play defense. You understand what I'm saying? If Patrick Mahomes goes up against the Jets defense that's supposed to be elite and he picks them apart, at least Patrick Mahomes. You understand what I'm saying? And that's really issue lies because we know that no matter what is going on in the world of football, specifically in the AFC, all roads must go through Patrick Mahomes in order for you to ascend to the promised land, the figurative promised land. That is the reality. And so if I sit here today, no matter what the Jets have, if we sit up here and Aaron Rodgers goes out there and he drops 30, but Patrick Mahomes drops 31 or 33 or 34. We ain't going to be able to say much because it's Patrick Mahomes. Now, if it's anybody else, we'd be like, man, figure it out. I don't give a damn who it is. Figure it out. But Patrick Mahomes is the exception because he has the uncanny ability with his unparalleled greatness to demoralize anybody he's going up against because somehow, some way, no matter what you do, he doesn't matter. It's just what he does. And if that's the guy that knocks you off, it's going to be real hard to look at Aaron Rodgers and go like this. Man, you just didn't get it done. Because it's Patrick Mahomes. Now, if it's anybody else, hell with all that. But Patrick Mahomes is the one caveat, no matter how much I hate saying it.
I've never been more disappointed in you in my
Talk about
life
it.
Really?
than in that little
First of all,
90-second rip.
do not lie to the American
Never.
people.
You
never,
just
you are
did.
never disappointed in
You
me. You are
just
never
did.
disappointed in me.
You just
Okay,
did.
don't do
you
that.
just did.
Don't do that.
90 seconds of you not. Okay, single camera. America.
I'm consistent.
Hold this man to the fire. He just said, if you run into Patrick Mahomes and lose, it's okay. So Lamar Jackson, don't let him come at you.
I didn't say Lamar Jackson.
Don't let him
I didn't
come
say
at
Lamar
you.
Jackson.
Josh Allen?
I didn't say Lamar
Josh
Jackson.
Allen, don't let him come. You just said
Allen.
Joe Burrow?
you get a pass.
Yeah, Josh Allen. You're right about Josh Allen. You're right.
So I don't want to
Anybody
hear
love Lamar
it.
Jackson? Anybody love
I don't
Lamar
want to
Jackson?
hear it. I don't want to hear it if Josh Allen and the Bills or Lamar Jackson and the Ravens
Clip it all.
lose to Patrick Mahomes. And I don't want anybody at this seat or at this table to blame the quarterback and say you didn't get it done.
As long as he scores 30, though.
True.
Oh, so there's a point total you got to hit?
No, I don't mean a point total. He can't play like he played in the playoffs against San Francisco. Can't have 10 points at Lambeau Field, for example. Can't do something like that. I'm not saying that. But if he balls, but Patrick
You got too many
a lot of
asterisks.
rules.
No. It's
You got
one.
too many
It's
asterisks
one.
next to
It's
it.
Patrick Mahomes.
So all the quarterbacks, we give them passes then.
No,
Patrick. All right,
got a new
all right. I just
Stephen A.
wanted to clear
list
that.
on it.
America, you make sure that you hold him to the fire when that happens.
I don't give a damn what America tries to do.
Yeah. I'm gonna be here doing it. I
By
can
the way,
promise you
I'm
that.
not scared of America. Do you know why? Because I'm the real American. You understand what I'm saying? My name is Stephen A.
You and the whole Hogan. I am
approve
the
this.
real American.
What's happening here?
Oh man! All right,
Every man.
listen.
Super Bowl
What's
or
up?
bust?
It is and always has been. Of course it is. What teams, J-Mac, Shea, Stephen A, what teams in the AFC we think roster-wise match up with the Jets?
Well, we're going to look at Baltimore.
Roster-wise, okay,
We're going to look at Baltimore.
Baltimore.
We're going to look at Houston. We have to.
Yep.
We're going to look at Houston. Going to look at Kansas City.
Okay.
All right.
And Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Okay, so
All right.
And you think the Bengals?
not
No,
roster-wise.
that's
I think
it.
the Bengals because the offense
Offensively,
is so
though.
good.
Offensively,
but
yeah.
not in total roster.
Not total roster.
Those are the only teams.
Correct.
Four.
That
Those
are
are
in
four
that
teams.
conversation. So
Those are
four
four
in
teams.
totality.
Four.
So the Jets, as of right now, they got 3 Hall of Famers on offense. 3. No one else has got that right now.
You can't just say that. Who's the third Hall of Fame, by the way?
Tyron Smith's going to be in Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we really gonna count him right now the way he's looking?
They gotta
We just gonna ignore the fact that the man's giving up 5 sacks and 16 pressures.
I understand
in the
he's
first
later in
games.
his career.
It's been
All of
horrible.
them are
I
over,
understand.
all
I mean,
of them,
you can't
all of them are
just do
over
that.
30, one over 40.
But they're still in, okay, at least 2 of them. At least 2 of them we're having a conversation with today, okay?
Their defense collectively is elite. We already got them top 5.
Okay, sorry. So they got an elite defense.
They got them top 5.
So they match up
Top 5
with
defense.
the other
Of course it's Super Bowl or bust.
Top 5 defense.
But they have no head coach.
I didn't say
They've had
that.
no head coach.
I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers. That's what I'm talking.
But of course,
That's what I'm talking about.
Of course, it's Super Bowl bust. It always has been.
Listen.
Since the moment they got the quarterback.
First of all, that's people like you who engage in hyperbole for a living. And you know, it's far be it for me to say that. It's just the truth. It's just the truth, okay? The bottom line is that's what you do. I watch you on NFL Live. I see you on Monday Night Football. I see you calling some other games. You do give it a bit hyperbolic from time to time.
Holy fudge, dude.
And God help us if you end up going, if you end up mingling with the crowd, Shay, I don't know how he's going to act. So, you might have to dial it back just a little bit. All right, that's
his
number one.
shit.
It's just the truth.
Okay.
It's just the truth. Okay. But you're going to do all of that, right? And I'm going like this. Wait a minute here. We understand that they got an elite roster. And I get that. I understand it. But again, if you're going up against Patrick Mahomes, he got an elite defense. Spagnola's no joke.
100%.
Yes. Okay. So I'm just saying. He got a lot of things working with him, too. The reigning, defending, 2-time Super Bowl champion, 3 Super Bowls in the last 4 years. That brother. So if you Aaron Rodgers and you roll up against him, you got to perform.
Of course.
But even while you perform, you might lose.
Of course,
Because it's Patrick Mahomes.
But
what am I missing?
But if they do lose,
talking
you go
about?
into the next year. What is the missing piece that the Jets would have?
A
Like,
head
what's your-
coach. Hello. They don't have a head
They
coach.
fired the one they had.
They just changed their play callers. There's no consistency in terms of who's leading this football team, and you
That's
guys
it.
aren't even certain there's going to be a
Shay, I must-
captain
I
as a
must-
That's a
quarterback
fair
next
point,
year.
though. But why did they fire the head coach?
Shay, I must say,
Because of the performance of the offense.
I appreciate the energy, Shay. Thank you very, very much. We need
Why did they fire the head coach?
What do you mean, why did they
In
fire
part,
the head coach?
why is
Because he wasn't a good head coach.
And the offense was failing.
Correct.
Aaron has
Really?
said himself.
That's really it.
Aaron
You don't
has
think that's
said
part of it?
himself.
No. When you're the head coach, you must be a leader of men.
Totally.
And when you don't have control, and you see, and people are walking around rolling their eyes and being dismissive of you,
Yes.
as a leader, you cannot be the head man. You cannot. Y'all know that better than me.
Of
and
course.
so that played a role. I don't want to disrespect Salah anyway. I know the man was an elite defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
I know that he had that defense on lock in New York, okay? Him with Ulbrich. I mean, obviously, he had a lot to do with the success of their defense. But ultimately, when you are the head man,
Yes.
you have to have control of the ship. He didn't. He didn't. And it wasn't just because of Woody Johnson. It wasn't just because of Douglas or anybody. It was because he wasn't built for that.
Yeah, see, I disagree with that.
Where's your evidence to refute what the hell I just said? He was there for 3.5 years. What nugget of evidence do you have to refute what I just said?
Because if they make a kick or don't throw a pick six, he, as we sit here today, is still the head coach.
Why was it when he was let go, the team collectively, y'all know this better than me.
Yeah.
Y'all are former players. That's your brethren there. You know what it was like. They were cool with it. They didn't have any problem with him being
You
let
got
go.
no choice.
You have no choice.
No. It's not about. Come on.
You gotta go earn your check. You want to be the person out there going, man, we shouldn't have done this.
America, let me reveal a nugget of my brilliance on television. I think
Please
it's
do.
important.
No,
I think
please
it's
do.
important. I
I've
think
been
it's
waiting.
I think
Brace
it's
us.
important. I'm brilliant because I know I'm not. I simply listen to those who are, and I learn from them. I am an individual that chronicles not just the sports world, but history. And I am telling you, all players have taught me this. When you have a leader that you might like, you might not like, or whatever, respect is the key. You have to look at them as leaders and respect them as leaders. And when that is not there, they don't walk around feeling like, yo, man, he was in over his head. We glad he gone. That does not happen unless you feel that way. That's what they felt. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. You cover the NFL. Tell me I'm lying.
I think that is a educated assumption.
Assumption?
Yeah.
I'm not. Time out. I'm not making an assumption. I kind of know a few people in that locker room. It ain't no damn assumption. I don't make assumptions on the air. I just don't tell everybody who I talk to because the journalistic ethics that come along with it tells you don't reveal your sources. I never, ever speak without talking to people. Ever.
I pick up what you're putting down.
I'm not asking y'all. I'm telling y'all what they were saying.
For what it's worth.
And y'all know it.
For what it's worth, if the Jets have to go through Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes have never faced each other yet in the NFL, so what a matchup that would be.
J-Mac and Dan Orlovsky know
Tie a bow on
people in that locker room.